Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Patriots going up against the Bills. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. This is fielded at the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing. Yardage back at the 22. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And on this offense, a guy that kind of came in under the radar, Lewis.
Hard to believe that Dion Lewis was that far under the radar. There is something to precedent from schools. Played at Pitt, and they do know how to churn out running backs.
Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. Now 4th down. So on fourth down, the left-footed Ryan Allen to kick it away for the Pats. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Taken right around the 44. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And the Bills getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Taylor will throw. Charles Clay is tied in the intended target, and it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then. Dion Lewis. He's at the 50. The 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, 87 yards. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Play action, it's Taylor. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Well, he told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did, yeah. Right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21. Yard line. They go play action here on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. And we take a look at the Bills defense.
Marcel Darius, year in and year out, plays at a Pro Bowl level.
Second down following the incompletion. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And it's third down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out. Facing a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that brings up 4th down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
This is taken at the 23. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this this into enemy territory across the 40.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. Doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Bills will extend their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcel Darius in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now Taylor. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On second down, here's Taylor. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And Brown's got it for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, 40 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, The punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Stays on his feet. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off. An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. Now Taylor, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out come the Patriots.
Let's go! Detroit!
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. He hits Floyd on the right. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Garoppolo on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Blue line. Leopard.
A play fake to Lewis. Here's Garoppolo. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. That one goes for 24 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Sets up the screen to Lewis. Shreds the tackle, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. And now they're in the hurry-up.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening.
Still, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Blue 58. 52. Come on,
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 9. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Fantastic stuff there, Brandon. You love a returner who can turn the field position around all by himself. He couldn't quite finish the return off, but he gave his team excellent field position.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And that's a major league loss of yardage and probably loss of momentum. You're snapping the ball at the 1-yard line before you suffer that big loss.
Yeah, you think of losing any yardage from the 1 is bad. To go that far back, that's a disaster.
And I think the play calling sequence that maybe the OC had in his head, that's got to change on the fly now.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Woods from 6 yards away. And the Bills will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective,